whatever.
Yeah, I'm standing away from it.
Well, it's already off now. Bugs. It's protein.
Ew.
Hi, welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Shawn.
I'm Jill.
And today we're going to do something that we've been wanting to do a little bit. The 5 likes. So it's the 5 likes for this Bronco right here, the Bronco Sport. So it's not necessarily all the Bronco Sports. It's basically our Bronco Sport, something we found out. So it could be unique to this vehicle or translate into all the other vehicles. That we don't know yet, because I wrote my 5 down, she wrote her 5 down, so it could be 10 likes or it could be 5.
And let me bring up my notes, that way I know what I'm talking about. No, you can't peek.
What? You actually have them on your phone? You don't know why you like things written on there?
I do, but I have my explanations on my phone.
Women.
Hey, you say I ramble too damn much, so I made sure I put just what I want on the phone, and that way I can just read off the notes.
Rambling. Anyways. Okay, so I don't know what she has and she doesn't know what I have, because I just wrote mine down, she did hers. As much as I tried to find out what they were, we'll find out.
Trust me, he tried. He was like climbing over ladders and walls.
I got to climb over the wall to see what she was writing. She yelled at me. So, so we'll go ahead and flip them around. Put your phone away for a second. And we'll flip them around on the count of 3. Okay, I gotta make sure mine's right.
I know,
so,
right?
1, 2, 3. So I will write this down on the sides of the screen. My 5 on her side, her 5 on her side. So what we have is, I'll let her go first because I'll go do mine next. Ladies first.
Oh wow, ours are totally different.
Yeah, so we got 10.
All right, so looks like the first one is the Infotainment Center.
Which I haven't messed with because I haven't had the chance to really get in there. I don't want to mess anything around, so this will be interesting for me.
So the Infotainment Center is pretty much standard on different Ford models of the vehicle, because they just use the same one, but the touchscreen is very responsive. It doesn't lag like some of the other manufacturers do. So I really like how simple the setup is and how quick it is to respond to your touch. You don't have to wait for it to think about it and then it'll switch over. The next one is the Nannies, because that really kind of saved my butt today, because I didn't know that I had a car in my blind spot and I was on the phone with him and I was about ready to get over and I looked at my mirror and it was lit up orange, so I didn't even see the car. So yes, the Nannies are great, and I know some of you guys don't like the lane assist. It is helpful for me. Not that I swerve all over the place, but it does help if, you know, the car's starting to drift, it kind of kicks itself back over. The handling, that's pretty much self-explanatory. It's very good. It's very tight, it's very responsive, it's not sloppy. It's great, I love it. And it's handled differently in different modes. So I already had it in sport mode. Sport mode's really fun. It handles like a sports car in sport mode. In eco, it's a little bit tighter because it's saving on gas and everything. And then in normal, it's just, you know, like pretty much like a rental, just you just drive and go. But that's pretty much what that is. The EcoBoost engine, didn't you say it had like a Focus ST engine in it?
Yeah, I think what they said is it has a Focus ST engine in it. So
and that's already tunable.
That's, yeah, they've already have people out right now that have flash tunes for it and stuff like that. But it is a company that actually tunes the vehicles. You send them your ECU and they reprogram it and it comes back with considerable amount of horsepower actually. They just did theirs, and it's really interesting to see the horsepower and torque numbers for the 2.0 liter. Now the other ones, I think Badlands is the only one with the 2.0 where everything else is the 1.5.
So, and then the last one is the seats and the heated seat part of it. The seats are really comfortable. I tend to slide in this one in particular and in Beast. I don't know if it's just the material that they're made out of, because these two are leather, where this one is like a it's like, what do you want to call it, like a wetsuit fabric type thing.
It's kind of like a.
And the way it's constructed, it just kind of
It
keeps
doesn't
me
let
in
you
place,
slide.
so I don't slide around in the seats as I do with this one. Plus, if you have a sore back or, you know, achy muscles or something that you need to put heat on, this will fry your butt.
It's really nice.
It's
for
really
this one.
warm. It gets hotter than those two, the Beast and the Yeti.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really good, especially if you have like sore muscles in the back and the leg area. It helps with taking care of that and making them feel not so sore.
Figured she would like the seats because the seats actually in the other two are leather, like she was saying. And every time I turn the corner, you see her do this number, trying to grab a hold of the seat.
I'm grabbing the oh shit handle.
The oh shit handle, everything like that. So I knew this would be
Just
better because of the material it's made of. If it was leather, she'd be all the
all
way against
over
the
the
door.
place. Yeah, this one I always have the oh shit handle in my hand when he's driving, because I slide so bad, and it doesn't matter
It's
what.
not because I'm driving.
No,
real
it's not
fast.
his driving or anything. It's just the way the seat is, one, is constructed, and two, the material that it's made out of.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and plus I'm just not heavy enough to keep my ass in the seat. So. But that's my own problem.
110 pounds wet.
No, more than that. About 125.
Oh my God. Where did it all go? It's a Porsche night for me again. Okay, so
Well,
mine.
every night's gonna be a Porsche night for you.
Let's wait till I get the Bronco. I'll have bribery right then. I'll let me in, and I'll let you drive the Bronco. She's gonna drive the Bronco anyways, because I'm gonna leave it at home. I'm gonna still drive that all the time. So
They come
whatever.
with 2 keys. I'll have a coffee.
Anyways, so graphics. So what I'm talking about the graphics is the graphics on the inside, basically the startup screen on the gauge cluster and the infotainment center in the middle. The one thing I really like about this is the fact that I saw it during the promotion of the vehicle and stuff like that, and I was like, God, that's really cool. It's something that I like, because Toyota, all it has is like a do not look at while you're operating vehicle, you know,
Yeah.
all this, like a warning screen or something like
Yeah,
that.
plain
This
Jane
is
thing.
something different, and I'm glad they brought it from concept to actual reality, because a lot of times you lose that. You see something in concept and it looks like this right here, and then you see it in reality and it ends up looking like this. So, as I cut all that part out,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
well, that's what I have the picture saved. So, again, it's something that is something simple, because a lot of times they miss out on these items because they either cost too much to mass produce, or it's too difficult. You know, it's not something they want to do because they don't think it's worthwhile to put it in there for everybody. Again, it's something simple. As soon as you sit in, you see the screens, and also this includes the changing of the modes,
Yeah,
from
the goat
7
modes.
goat modes. You'll see all the different modes, and they didn't have to do that. They just put the little what mode it is, but they actually have graphics with all of them. And they're not just graphics like a picture that pops up. There's actually graphics,
Like animated
moving animated
graphics.
graphics in it, just like the other two screens.
Now, it's funny that you said the graphics, because I drove this at work this entire week because I had to get the plate for my Fiat. But the entire week, everybody, because I parked this right in front of my office, all the customers have come up and was looking inside of it and all this stuff, and I opened the door and they're like, oh, look at the graphics, that's so cool. So everybody's
something simple.
loved the graphics.
Yeah, something simple, and it's really neat the way they did it. So, badging. So the next thing is badging I want to talk about. And it's not necessarily the badging itself, it's the lack thereof. So I like the fact that Ford didn't put anything on it but one badge that says Ford, and it's in the back, and I've showed you that before. Everything
gate.
else says Bronco. Bronco on the front. There's no badging on
have
the
a
side
Badlands.
rather than the Badlands. You have the Bronco symbol on the wheels. Unlike Jeep, again, I like Jeep. I really do like Jeep. I'm not bashing them, but they have Jeep everywhere on that vehicle. The back, the sides, they have a whole row of badging on the sides that look like like Steal Me stickers or something. I mean, they have that all over the place.
Yeah.
And you don't need that. You can see a Jeep from a mile away and know it's a Jeep. I don't need to have 10 badges on the car that actually tell me it's a Jeep. I know it's a Jeep. You don't even need to put Wrangler.
like
I
a
know
Jeep.
it's a Wrangler. I mean, this right here is a new vehicle, and people don't necessarily know what it looks like. But if the body style hasn't changed in this in 20 years, like it has the Jeep, the basic body style, I would tell them to just take all the Bronco stuff off. Just leave it a regular thing.
A naked car.
Again, we do like Jeep Wrangler. We're looking at buying one. The only thing that stopped us from buying one right away is because she was diagnosed with cancer, and all that put a halt on everything, all our plans. And during that time frame, the Bronco was not just announced, but it was also came available. They showed what it was. We loved it immediately, and we immediately went and reserved one within 2 hours of actually it opened.
Yeah.
And basically, 2 hours that we didn't is because it was
The site kept crashing.
the site kept crashing. So hopefully, we got a real low number right now. So we'll see. Now, the storage. I do have to say, the storage in this vehicle is absolutely phenomenal. There is tons of storage everywhere. Little places that you wouldn't expect there to be storage that would be useful, there's storage there. So there's storage in the doors, there's storage on the center of the seats, like inside the side,
The little pockets.
the sides of the seats, the pockets. And there's a lot of storage in the dash. Basically, there's 2 levels where you can put your phones and stuff.
And don't forget on the backs of the actual front seats, there's a zip compartment, and then there's 3 rows of things that you can clip, like carabiner things
carabiners
too.
on it for like
Ropes and keys and miscellaneous.
Yeah, and there's also storage underneath the rear passenger side seat. So that's
the one side of the seat, not both sides.
So the bottle opener, it sounds something simple, but it's one of those things that you never know you need until you forget one when you go camping or go adventuring or whatever you do. You always forget the bottle opener because you go buy the sodas, and when you get to wherever you're going, you realize, damn it, I don't have a bottle opener. So you have to go back and buy this gaudy, I've been to Florida bottle opener that costs you $10 when, guess what? Just bought one right there. Well, you have one, you didn't buy one. This is the most expensive bottle opener you could probably find.
Or those little cheap $2 ones that may or may not break when you open one.
Yeah. You already have one. It's in here. We'll have 2 because we have this one and the one on the Bronco.
Yeah.
So we'll never be without one unless we take those cars.
Then we'll be screwed.
We'll be screwed. We'll have to buy the $10 one. Now, the color. Now, the color is specifically to us. Everything else pretty much was all over, all the vehicles. But the color is specific to us. And the reason the color I like is one of my 5 likes is because I was really on the fence for this color. I didn't know. Even after I said, yeah, go ahead, let's pick that one, I was still on the fence whether I was going to pick this one or the
carbonized gray,
which is the color of her roof. And I have to tell you, I am amazed at how nice this color looks. It's very unique color. It's not your normal gray. It just looks different. The camera doesn't do it justice. I really like the way it looks in person, and I'm absolutely glad that she forced me to pick that color for the big Bronco. So we will have the big Bronco in this exact setup, the gray, the cactus gray with the carbonized gray roof, and it's going to be a Badlands. So it's going to be really unique having both these vehicles together at the same time.
And a lot of the customers, again, how they were with my infotainment system and the graphics and things, looking at it, a lot of them just like, I love the color. That color is so pretty. And it is one of the colors you truly have to go and see it in person to really appreciate, because it does look so different under so many different lightings.
Yeah, it looks really neat. I can't wait to see it in the big Bronco. The fact that is a really neat color.
No, I do want to tell them, they do come on the Ranger, this color does, and it's on the Ranger, the Bronco, and the Bronco Sport. Now they have a Mustang that has a fighter jet gray that is so close. If you cannot find the color on the lot, see if you can find a fighter jet gray.
She took a picture of a
Mach 1.
Mach 1 fighter jet gray with a black center stripe. It had like the black hood graphics
And orange
on it.
calipers.
And orange caliper. Oh, it had the orange stripe too.
Around the black hood thing.
Is it still for sale?
No, actually. Behind me when I was coming home yesterday.
Do it. I'm going.
But that color, the fighter jet gray, is so close to this color. I actually thought it was cactus gray until I actually saw the window sticker.
So you're telling me the car I built was on your lot and you didn't tell me that, hey, you need to come look at it right away?
I didn't know it was sold. It was sold that day.
Damn it.
Because it was built by another customer, and he was harassing our salesman because it was our salesman.
It was somebody's car. It wasn't for sale. It was already sold before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
that makes me feel
It was an
better.
actual order that came built, and that arrived on the truck with 10 other Broncos that came with it.
We want to do honorable mention for this because we both agreed that we really liked a certain thing. After we did the list, we actually kind of made a joke about the vehicle itself. And one of the things we both noticed is just how much room is actually inside this vehicle. Now, the room compared to, say, for instance, a comparable size, such as the 4Runner behind me, I have more headroom in this, sitting in the same seating position, than I do in the 4Runner, as well as
Beast
the
in the back.
F350 in the back, Beast in the very back there. So how much room I have, I measured it the other day. I actually measured it when I was going to work today. I have about this much room
In the 4Runner?
in the 4Runner. This one, I have about that much room. And that's not lying, that's not exaggerating. That's basically putting my hand from the top of my head to the ceiling, and it barely touches right there, right there. Now, I don't sit gangster style or anything like that. I sit slanted back just a little bit. And that's, like I said, it's the same position from this vehicle as the 4Runner in the back. So the amount of room in that vehicle, and I have plenty of leg room, even sitting in the back, I have plenty of leg room.
And even headroom too,
And
because
headroom
it
in the
has
back,
a sloped roof
Yeah,
going
it has the
up.
roof that's raised up in the back. So if you're looking for something that has a lot of room in it,
And you're a
this is
big
it.
guy, you'll fit.
This is it. It might look small on the outside, but it's actually pretty impressive on the inside. If you're not interested in something, thinking it's going to be tiny, go sit inside of it, adjust the seat the way you want. I'll tell you
You'll be
what,
amazed.
It's amazing. So,
And don't forget, you have unlimited headroom in my Fiat when I have the top down.
unlimited anxiety as well. My adrenaline is just killing me when I drive that vehicle.
And I drove it today, and yeah, it's a huge difference.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you liked the video. Please, if you like this, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and there'll be plenty more. We plan on doing 5 things we don't like, which is going to be absolutely difficult to do. It's going to be probably the hardest thing about this.
Yeah.
Is find the 5 things we don't like about the vehicle. Other than that, you know, again, we hope you liked the video, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, shit.